Shit, excuse me. Hello, gentlemen. Welcome back to another tier listing video. You might be thinking, where's the next Payday 3 video coming in that I eventually said? I don't know. I am extremely lazy. It's like, I love making these videos, but when laziness starts to fucking hit me, it is extremely difficult for me to even remotely do anything. The video that I'm making is practically the difference between the Mamba grenade launcher and the Fox sniper rifle, the two overkill weapons that the game has us to use. And I'm basically just going to be talking about like what's best to use with them, when you should not be using them, and etc. So I don't know when the video is coming out, but maybe this week. Expect it to come out on Sunday, but I'm not really sure because my laziness is getting worse every day. Trust me, I love making these videos and it's actually fun, but like when the laziness starts to hit me, I am incapable of doing anything. So anyway, while I'm kind of just chilling around, I might as well just do like another tier list. This time we're going to be talking about the heist that Payday 3 has come with at the launch. There's currently 8 of them, and I'm going to be talking about how good they are for both solo and squad players on both loud and on stealth. So let's start off with No Rest for the Wicked. No Rest for the Wicked is probably the best beginning heist if in Payday 3. It is definitely one of the easier heists and very simple to do because it's not really complicated and it's not too hard either. It's just average. It's very good. Completing it on solo is also extremely easy, but you need to be a little bit careful because once you get to the escaping route, there can be two sides the escape driver can come in, and because the escape place is very wide open, you have to be very careful. And completing this on overkill is easy, but at the same time, it can be a little bit difficult because of well, the escape place being very wide open. The stealth part is somewhat easy, but if you have not managed to open the vault door and the alarm goes off, any sort of progress you made in stealth is just completely out of the fucking window, which I don't really like. But what about playing as solo or in a squad? Playing in solo is actually really fun, but you just have to do a lot of like annoying tasks alone, which can take a while, but it's easy to do. And then doing it with a squad is also makes everything easier because some people can look for the executive, one person can look for the Wixias, like deposit boxes, and etc. Overall, it's probably a really good heist for beginners, so I would definitely put this on uh, B tier. It's real. Actually, no, I'm gonna put it on A. It's pretty good. Don't get me wrong. Road Rage is my least favorite heist, but I can somewhat understand why people somewhat like this. It is a very difficult heist if you do this on solo because on Road Rage you have to basically transport a an armored truck to a specific location in order to drill it open. Well, not drill it open because like the armored truck is extremely secure, and you're basically putting it on like a small little like a trailer, and then you have to like cut out the electricity under the vehicle in order to have the back door open, so you can lockpick it. Doing this solo is a little bit annoying because this heist is very dependent on your squad because the more people that are like next to the transport like the armored truck, the faster it goes. And whenever it's just you pushing it, it is extremely fucking slow. And your AI crew are going to get killed easily because of how open the map is. Well, it's not really open, but like the AI doesn't really know how to go to cover that often when there's like a moving truck. It's like blocking their path, and so the AI has a common tendency of getting down very easily. And so the heist on solo is extremely hard. It can get a little bit frustrating from time to time because you have to be conservative of your ammo because of how far the enemies are, and then like you have to transport the car at the same time. But if you're playing this with the crew, it's extremely easy. Like it's so easy. But it's just like since I play solo 90% of the time and I never play co-op, it is a little bit frustrating for me. But I do like the heist. Don't get me wrong; it's a really fun heist, but I don't really like it that much. It's my personal opinion. Okay, what comes next after Road Rage? Is it Arctic? No, it's Dirty Ice. Dirty Ice is extremely easy. It goes with No Rest for the Wicked. Dirty Ice is just basically your typical jewelry shop. However, There are like many ways that you can finish this heist. You can either finish it extremely quick, or you can take your time and like get all the loot you need, or like you can scan them, because if you try to steal all the jewelry without like scanning them, you're gonna get less money because like um they're a little bit less valuable because there's like probably some other dirt and shit they probably put on. So you have to go to like a multi-tag scanner in order to clean them up to get more money basically. The heist is extremely easy to complete both loud and stealth, and it's not hard either. It's very easy to complete. And I like it. It's like even if shit does go loud, like it's very easy. You have a very a close like a close range map, so you don't have to really worry about like being outside that often. And so, and I like the idea of the fact that you have to keep the cops away from Bile in order to make him stay longer in the when he first comes in. And I do genuinely like that. And I also like how the fact that you have to like do a little bit of extra tasks in order to get the multi-tag scanner. Like you have to go to the basement and get take a picture of the documents, debate the manager in, have the manager to press the button to open a vault that contains a rare gem, or to open the multi-tag scanner. There's a lot of things that you can easily do yourself. And if you do this with the crew, you're gonna finish that fucking heist in less than maybe 50 seconds. That's how easy it is. It's pretty fun, but it can get a little bit boring sometimes because of how easy it is. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Next up is Rock the Cradle. Rock the Cradle is probably my favorite heist when it comes to stealthing it. Because normally I don't like stealthing shit, but Rock the Cradle is one of those heists that actually feels very satisfying to pull off. Because uh, you have to steal a crypto wallet. But you can complete this heist in both loud and stealth, but like it's very advised that you complete this in stealth. And so like, excuse me, I'm a little bit sick today. Pardon me. And so you have to be very cautious of how you approach this heist because if the alarm goes out, the crypto wallet that you want to steal is gone, and you lose like a lot of money. And trust me, I think the crypto wallet itself is like maybe 700,000 on like very hard difficulty. I could be very, very wrong. And so like depending on what difficulty you're playing, it can actually like change the game entirely. Like if you play on very hard or lower, you can just enter the nightclub without having any issue. But if you're playing on overkill, the guards will need you in because it's like a private party, and so you're gonna have to like try to sneak your way inside. And it's like there's so many ways you can actually like pull off the heist, or like how many ways that you can complete this heist because like you either look for the invitation or you distract the guards, and etc. etc. It's a very simple heist once you get like a good understanding of the layout and like the mechanics of the game. And so like at first glance it may seem like a very difficult heist, but once you understand it, it is extremely easy to do it. And so like there are many ways. There are also like these small little areas that you can like sort of shimmy shammy through. It's like you can sort of like move around the outskirts of the map without having to risk getting caught from the civilians that are like partying. And so, and there's like a lot of loot that you can like steal and shit. It's like it really rewards players for being able to stealth it out and take it easy. It's like even if you do fuck it up, like there's a pretty good amount of loot that you can loot around, grab, located around the map. It's like cocaine, money, and etc. But like you have to first set up a cage and then wait for Bile to come through and then throw in the money and then you just escape. It's very easy to be honest, but like it can take a little bit of time to like get used to it because of how big the heist is and shit. And so it can seem a little bit intimidating, a bit hard, but trust me when I say this, it is really easy to pull it off once you get a good grasp of it. And doing this on loud is also pretty fun because of, well, there's so many fucking civilians to the point where one grenade is enough to make you go into a fucking $500,000 in debt to the cleaner. It's like, that's how many civilians there are. It's so baffling of how many they are. It's like, I don't even have time to tie civilians to begin with, and so I just let all of them fucking leave. Because trust me when I say this, I just love tossing shit, and when I do, I have a common tendency of killing like half of the population of New York. And yeah, Rock the Corridor is a pretty good heist. 99 boxes is probably my favorite heist. I would definitely put this in S tier. It is extremely challenging, but at the same time, it's also very fun because you have to rely on your movement a lot more often instead of like just like constantly hiding from cover to cover. You have to be very quick and speedy with this because there's so many uh, areas where you can like sort of parkour your way through, and so there's so many areas where you're just like jumping from container to container, and then there's like a guard's like trying to find you, but you're already like gone. It's like the heist itself is extremely fun because of because of like the amount of freedom you have. Well, not exactly freedom, but like it feels extremely satisfying to like move around, mainly because of its relying on movement. And the only complaint I really have about this heist is the fact that it has those circle things that you have to stand in order to hack the door open to get the loot you're supposed to be stealing. And so stealthing it is extremely fun, and the going in loud is also fun. But like you have to be very fast with this because the container starts to degrade, and if you're not quick enough, you lose a little bit of value of it. And so if you're wearing the heaviest armor, you have to make your movement perfect. Like you have to move around and turn around in corners in like a super fast pace because even if you take like half a second log, it's probably gonna have a huge impact on whether or not you're gonna make it. And so doing this with the crew is extremely easy because one can run to the container to secure it while the others just cover him, and so on and so on. 99 bucks is probably the best heist in the game. Well, the second best heist. I'll get to that in a bit. Golden Shark is your typical the Big Bang from Payday 2, and I love it. I absolutely love this heist. It's easy, it's simple, it's not complicated, it's not like overwhelmingly boring, it's not complicated, like it's simple. You go in, you open the gate, you try to drill or hack the door open, and you steal the loot. There's not much else to say. Is is it the best? No. Actually, I'm gonna put this in ST. What the fuck am I doing? The Golden Shark is probably a really it's probably like one of other people's like best or like favorite highs because I see a lot of people say like, "Oh, this is the best heist in the game," and etc. etc. And so, don't get me wrong, I do like the Golden Shark, but sometimes I feel like it's pissing me off sometimes because I don't really like the rooftop escape, mainly because of how open it is, and so I don't want to waste too much ammo on shooting cops that are just like further away because eventually I'm not gonna have anything to shoot them with. And so my only complaint is the rooftop escape, and that's it. The heist is good, both loud and stealth. It's pretty satisfying. Although completing the heist in stealth is gonna be hard because, well, solo because there's like 12 bags you have to secure in order to escape, and it can take a little bit of time, but it is fun. Under the surface is your art gallery heist, and so I do not like stuffing this. It's so annoying because of how many fucking guards and cameras they are. It's like it's mandatory to get rid of the cameras. Actually, I'm gonna put this in B tier. Mainly because of there's like so many fucking cameras to the point where it feels impossible to hide around, and so it's like stealthing this solo is extremely difficult because of well the escape car is like 100 meters away from the building, and so you have to literally shimmy shammy around to not get caught, and you still have to worry about the civilians that are like roaming outside, and so doing this solo is extremely boring and annoying, but doing this with the crew is much more easier. But what about the loud aspect? The loud aspect can be a little bit annoying because there will be like certain rooms where you're like constantly going back and like asking yourself, did I fucking clear this room out or no? And there's always that one fucking phone that you have to scan in order to unlock the final door open. But you're like running around constantly desperately searching for that phone and only to realize it is in the most bullshit spot ever. And trust me when I say this, when I first played this, I actually took like 40 minutes to complete it because there was like one phone left that I needed to search. And then when I found it, I actually hit my head against the wall because of how stupid the place was. And yeah, it can take a really long time to get it done, but once you understand the layout and once you know which room is clear, which one isn't, it is extremely easy. But you have to, but it's one of those heists where you have to stand in the circle to open the doors and etc. Bullshit, and I hate those. But hey, whatever. And it's a good heist, but I don't really like it that much, mainly because of it can sometimes like confuse the shit out of me. Because like I sometimes go back to the same room thinking, did I not clear this fucking room? And yeah, Touch the Sky is my number one favorite. My number one favorite heist of all time. This heist is, I love it. The objectives are great. Stealthing it is great. I love everything about this heist. This is my number one favorite and probably the best heist in the game. And mainly because there's there's so much shit you can do without even starting the main objective. Literally, you could do a few things while you're trying to hack the bedroom door open. You look around for the guard's phone to uh, the door that has the QR code. Once you do that, you can go in and get the red key card. You go into the panic room. You get the code by bringing in Mason Laurent by like grabbing a poison and pouring it into his drink. You grab him and then you put him in his panic room and he opens it for you. And then you start hacking the bedroom door open. And now you have the key for the code. It's like there's so much shit you can do while doing the main objective, and I love that shit. It's like it's very satisfying to play the highs because of well, it's both open and both close range, and so it rewards for players that are like either playing with a sniper rifle or with shotgun. It rewards both sides basically. And playing this with the crew just makes everything extremely easy. Like I feel like this is the easiest heist if you have like a four crew that knows what they're doing and is like are cooperating and shit. And so it is an extremely good heist that I absolutely adore myself, and the payment that you get from the heist is also extremely good. And so it is extremely satisfying to play this on solo, even in overkill difficulty. It's like it can get extremely intense, but at the same time, it is extremely fun to do so. And so I feel like this is the best heist that the devs have put out, and I applaud them with that. If I have missed some other points, please correct me in the comments because like I'm extremely sick. Well, no, I'm not extremely sick. I just got like a bad cold and shit, and so I can't really go back and think of anything I have thought of. And that's pretty much it. These are my personal opinions. I don't think there's any bad heist, to say at least, apart from Road Rage, which I don't really like. And that's it. I hope you enjoy, and have a good day. Expect the Payday 3 video that I have planned on making to come out on Sunday. That's it. Goodbye.